Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Yes, it's another session with the older man. And guess what? I got my old brother back with me today, Hassan. Yeah,
hello,
you guys requested it. Hey, man,
here I am.
You developed quite a big fan base by that one video that we did, man. So yeah,
Interesting.
It's good to have him back. You guys ask, and I deliver. So, my brother, how's it going, man?
It's going good, just living life and trying to make the best of everything.
Yeah. All right, listen, come forward, man. Come forward, lean in, get in on the table.
Yeah, I'm a chilled guy. That's why you're going to have to.
Yeah, I know that. But I want these guys to feel that you're here.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right, let's get into the zone.
All right, my friends. Today we're going to address a few more subjects like we did last time. Trying to get into Hassan's head. You're a deep thinker, my friend, and I love that, and I want more of that, and I think they want more of that as well. But first, you have your channel coming up now as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah? Did we decide on the name for YouTube?
Honestly, now that you ask me, I'm kind of stuck because I can't remember the name. I can't remember what name I picked.
We're starting the Instagram. I'm trying to get you up there, man. I'm trying to inspire this guy. I'm trying to get him to recognize that you got a lot coming out of that head of yours.
Yeah, you're not the only one, trust me.
And you could share it. Well, stop being selfish and holding it all in there,
trust
man.
me, it was never about selfishness. It was just me coming out of the hole because I've always had an issue of recording myself and talking to a nobody.
Yeah, I know.
So getting out of that was an interesting experience. Let's say now it's a little bit better.
Yeah.
So hopefully you'll be seeing some more.
Listen.
Different topics.
One of my biggest subjects that I usually teach is camera confidence. A lot of people have a hard time just staring in that little hole right there and talking to it. But you get used to it, and once you start to get good feedback, you get it, man.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him going a lot harder.
Yeah, I'll be a professional soon.
But
he'll be taking tips from me soon.
Yeah. But here is the thing, right?
Yeah.
There's this one subject I want to hit on because
what's that?
I got like a number of different ones, and I'm going to read this one from what's his name? Happy 67.
Happy 67.
Hassan sounds like an American. Texas is Southwest. Okay.
Which is actually just south, but okay.
Then he said, you learn nothing from agreements, which was because we had a heated debate, right?
Yeah.
I never heard it that way. So he was talking about that. Good discourse. Hassan is not an original Arabic fellow, smiling. So he's obviously tongue-in-cheeking.
Yeah.
What the hell? What is he? Is he right?
First of all, let's say this.
Yeah.
Who made you the verifier of who is an Arab or not? How do you know what's in my DNA and what's in my blood? Because I don't have a heavy accent like you? Come on. For me, honestly, this is a very ignorant way of thinking, judging people.
True.
Because
I sound American, even though I have never lived in America.
See, there we go.
You have no idea, my American friends, how much American TV influences English accents around the world. To me, this is my TV English accent. And so I understand perfectly well why you adopt this accent, because it's recognizable in movies and it's recognizable in general speech.
Exactly.
Because American television, whether it's daytime TV or whether it's movies, has influence around the entire globe. So if we were to have an accent, even though I am British...
Oh, you are?
I
didn't even know that.
Right.
Okay, here we go. We just learned something new here.
Exactly. I am British. I mean, Cayman Islands belongs to Britain.
Okay.
And in my generation, we automatically got a dual passport as Caymanian citizens. So I have a Caymanian passport and I have a British passport. I can go and live and pay taxes in the UK if I want.
As a citizen.
As a normal citizen. But we always say in Cayman, the only reason they gave it to us because we don't want it. Because nobody wants to go live in the Britain with cold, dreary,
so Cayman
and taxes.
is in the Caribbean, right?
Yeah, it's in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
And we have a totally distinctively different accent. I'm going to now try to switch. We talk more like this it's more of a kind of a dragging kind of a feel to to our tones, you know. We tend to cut off a lot of words. We don't use a lot of T's and D's. So it's, if I was to speak to a Caymanian now, because now for 16 years I've been living over here, I just had to use this different accent so people can understand me. To me, it's all about effective communication. So I can't speak to you in a dialect that you don't understand. What sense does that make? Because if I want, I can switch into a totally different Jamaican accent for now, right? Yeah. Which is where my father was from.
Okay, that's okay. I didn't know that
either. Se habla español también, porque mi madre es de cubana.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Exactly.
I was actually thinking يا أخي يعني الله والله ما أعرف شو أقول لكم يعني أنتوا تقولوا لي أنا مو بعربي يعني والله ما أعرف شو أقول لكم يعني هذا تفكير يعني تفكير غريب جدا يعني إن عشان واحد يتكلم أمريكي معناته مو بعربي من وين المنطق هذا يعني من وين جبتوا المنطق هذا يعني غريبة يعني والله يعني you know
and that sounds Emirati to the
TV, you know,
right?
I'm like, you know, what kind of logic is this? Just because I have an American accent, you're basically undermining the capability of an Arab.
Absolutely.
Just because you're an Arab, you can't have this good accent. I mean, and I do have a lot of relatives and people that I know that lived in America that speak fluent American.
Right. Yeah.
Or British.
Yeah.
Or Canadian.
Yeah.
Or Australian, or whatever.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're not limited. You limit yourself. If you want to keep the heavy accent, that's your choice. I mean, most of our people, actually, they do it on purpose.
Yeah.
To keep the heavy accent because it's pride for some reason. Like for me, it's proud to pick up an accent and use it right.
Right.
You know?
But for me, it's effective communication. If I am talking to you guys, and I know that the majority of the people who have an ear for international English, American English or British English, most people understand American English because it's widely known in movies and television, in all the sitcoms, etc. Yeah. So I adopt that accent so that you all can connect with me.
Yeah, and understand, you know, because it's a global language.
Exactly.
And try to make it as clear as you can. I mean, what's the point if I have this capability?
Yeah.
Why would I stick to the heavy Arabic accent?
Right, exactly.
You know, and trust me, all of you can do it.
Yeah.
Arabic, Emirati women are better at it.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not all of them,
right.
But Emirati women are better with the accents. The men.
Yeah.
If you notice, these are all men commenting on these things.
It is true. It is true. Yeah.
You know, the women are more curious. Like I've saw them, like, have you lived in America? I'm like, no. I'm like, where do you learn your accent? I'm like, from TV.
Yeah. So, all right, guys, listen. I think we made our point there. Yeah. All right, listen, man. We got to know how to communicate effectively and efficiently using whatever tools we have in our repertoire. I got quite a few, and my brother here has a few. So remember that, gentlemen. Now I'm going to just
don't stereotype people.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
I'm going to hit you now with a Jamaican skit. I want to see how much of this you can identify. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, identify.
Just for the hell of it. All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
You don't get me pan none of the phone them. All right, me I bet Japet sort it out. Japet, yeah, Magnus. Where's that? Yes, Daddy. No, me I ask you, what you called me a while ago? Yes, Magnus. Yeah, pass your place for already. You is not a big man, you is a boy. And yesterday you're born. Me and you are not the same size. Me wear size 11 and you wear size 6. For me see you smell yourself from with you. Do not pass your place with me, for I don't want to pop your neck, cause I will. I make police come for me. Respect, go where respect come from. You think me could have called my parents by their first name? Yeah, big man. No, Daddy. How old you is? 17? Well, I will slap your back down to 0. What is me name? Daddy. Go.
That's the only clear sentence I got from the whole thing that was playing there.
So you understand what happened there, though, right?
Yeah, something that apparently the child was challenging his father about something.
Well, in the Caribbean culture, especially Jamaicans, and Africans as well. You have some African heritage as
Yeah,
well.
you could say about 15%.
Okay.
Yeah.
The father called the son, and the son responded with, "Yes, Magnus," the father's name. You never.
Oh, okay,
never-
yeah. Oh, that's African and Arabic.
You don't.
You can't do that.
You can't do that.
Calling me by my government name,
Yeah.
you know.
Exactly. So the father asked, What did you
call me?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And then he tried to say, Daddy. And he said, no, what did you call me before? He said, Magnus. And he punched him in his face. And so there's a lot of other types of ways that a parents will tell you that they're going to break you, kill you if you try that disrespect. So you're smelling yourself basically means that you think
feeling yourself.
Yeah. see, culturally, I think you all have the same type of way of seeing.
In Arabic,
Right.
it's Chaif Umrah.
Okay.
It's like you see yourself.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Like, if somebody feels like they're invincible or, untouchable, like, oh, so you're seeing yourself, you're feeling yourself, you think, you're somebody now. Yeah.
Exactly. So this is the same principle in Jamaican and Caribbean. So that is how a Jamaican would relate it. And he said, I will break you back to zero, meaning he asked him how old he is. He said 17.
I will break you back to zero. Like I'll put you back to being an infant or something. Yeah.
Precisely. Yeah. So you have the same thing in Arabic.
In Arabic, I can't speak too much about the African culture because I never lived there.
Okay.
All I see is the exposure that I've seen here with the little bit that are connected to that side, and these are mostly grandparents.
Gotcha.
And before that, so
Gotcha.
I can't really say I'm too much familiar with it,
right?
But I'm somehow familiar with it
Gotcha.
to an extent.
Cool. All right.
You know what I mean?
All right.
And being a mix,
yeah,
kind of gives you the best of both worlds. And being me, I like to learn and understand why things are the way they are.
Gotcha. All right, next one.
Coming to save you. Nobody's going to come save you. There'll be people that'll help you. There'll be people on your path that give you counsel, give you advice, but there's nobody that's going to come save you. That's kind of the irony and the unfortunate and the brilliance of life is you're going to have to figure shit out on your own. You're going to have to learn the hard lessons. You're going to have your heart broken. You're going to have to lose money. You're going to have the sickness and the illness. You're going to have these experiences to really callous yourself in life and learn how to get shit done on your own. Because there's nobody that's going to come save you. There's nobody that's going to do it for you. As one terribly, ridiculously, painfully beautiful lesson that I've learned in life is you're going to have to get shit done yourself. There will be people, again, that will help you. There's nobody that's going to save you. You got to save yourself.
Same principle applies Arab world?
Not really.
No?
Not really, but when it comes to certain situations, whether it's a principle or part of the culture, it's going to have to be that way.
Yeah.
Like, this is something that you can't avoid.
Right.
What I always tell people, I'm like, speaking of relationships, a lot of people look for happiness from other people. Other people should be an enhancement of your life, an addition and an upgrade of your life.
Yes.
They shouldn't be the main source of love, happiness, comfort, joy, security, or nothing. That comes into yourself. You are the one who's always going to be with yourself. Your partner is here today, could be gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
But you will always be with yourself. So you need to be the one that is actually, securing yourself. And other people are going to be a reflection of how you want to be treated.
Yeah.
But if you don't have a personality, then there's no reflection to reflect on, and they will treat you how they find fit.
Yes.
That doesn't make them bad people, but you just allow them to treat you whatever, in whatever way.
In
Value yourself,
Men, we have to understand this one point is crucial. Women, they have it a little bit better. Yeah, it's different for a woman. They feel that society is going to bail them out. Yeah. Government or a husband or daddy, if he's still around, somebody is going to bail her out.
Yeah.
But for men, we have to understand that, nobody's coming to rescue us.
Yeah. At some point, if you are not where you don't have your stuff together, then you're going to be on your own and no one's going to want that load.
Yeah. As long, the only way, because I've been in that hard situation where I've had to go back and live with 3 roommates in a 2-bedroom apartment with a car with, duct tape holding up the headlights. I've been there because nobody came to save me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's that.
Find your way out.
I just had to find my way and just work my way back out. So, gentlemen, as long as you understand that, hey, as long as you can feel comfortable getting back down to the grind, getting back to the lowest to build yourself back up.
It's not even a problem. But let me add this when you ask me about the culture.
Sure.
Now, because our culture, Arabic culture, is very family-oriented,
yes.
So it's kind of hard to be in those situations.
Yeah.
But you will deal with different type of challenges because now, let me use the Arabic word, nasbe the lunak. Madalla is when you don't have something, even if you had something before, but when at this moment you don't have something and you need help, it could come from your parents, from your friends, from your family, siblings, anybody.
Right.
Because you don't have anything now, they will basically they will constantly remind you and let you know, like, hey, you ain't got nothing.
Right.
I'm doing this for you. You should be thankful.
Yeah.
Appreciate me. Even though they are disrespecting you as they're helping you.
Right. Gotcha.
So it comes in different forms depending on the culture because it's family oriented.
Yeah.
And it's all about reputation.
Yes.
I can't let my family member be on the street,
that is true.
Suffer and struggle because it's going to make me look bad. That person has the same family name, my cousin, my brother. So I have to help him, but I will help him disrespectfully. Not saying everybody is like that.
Right.
But these are the challenges you could face.
But I think
when
that's
you don't
necessary.
Have anything.
I think shame is a little bit of shame for that person is necessary. You don't want society to shame the family name.
Yeah, I get it. No, I'm not disagreeing with you.
Yeah,
I'm just saying it's different challenges.
Yeah.
They're different challenges.
Because this is what
Even though it wouldn't be my technique,
right.
I wouldn't do that.
I get it. But I think what the West is failing to deal with right now is that they have literally eliminated shame. So no one cares anymore about doing anything or being disrespectful or being a failure. Everything is all about, well, that's just the way it is. Right? Whereas we feel in this side of the world, the family, when one person is failing in the family, it reflects on the whole family, right?
Yeah.
So you will quietly cover up for that one failure, but you have to disrespect, you have to make him know that he's a screw-up. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, but sometimes it's not you being a screw-up. Sometimes, life just happens.
I know that. Of course, we have both, but because if you're not saying that, you're saying nobody screws up. Is that what you're saying?
Oh no, people do screw up. No, given to the people that they screw up.
Exactly.
Depending on the situation, you should treat the people differently.
Yeah.
Because some people, I've mentioned. I don't know if you saw the videos that I've sent you. Did you watch?
I watch all of your videos, man.
The ones that I've sent you, the ones that I told you.
Plus, you sent me how many videos you sent me? You sent me tons of videos.
The last 2.
With you talking.
Yeah.
I haven't watched all of it.
Okay, so I mentioned something there. I said, you know what? People are too focused on titles and material stuff,
right? That
they forget the humanity of things.
Absolutely.
Like
that I remember.
It's me. Let's say if I'm a manager or a CEO, an executive, or a president, a leader, a king, then I could be the worst type of person, and I will get the respect, and I will never get the disrespect because I have a title that's giving me the treatment,
right?
The positive treatment.
Yeah.
Even though I'm a very negative, bad person, I could be a good person, and some situation happened to me, and people will treat me so bad because I don't have those titles to support me, which means that we have lost the touch of humanity.
Yeah.
We are focused more on the titles. We see people that value their cars more than other people, value things and their money more than other people.
True.
There was a time I went with a friend of mine, me, my brother, and a friend of mine. We went to a shop, and there was something that the price went up. I can't remember what we were buying. And it shows that this guy was so depressed and frustrated. I'm like, man, is this expensive now? Remember, we used to buy this for this much. Yeah. He's like, man, my brother, everything price went up except for humanity. Humans are the only people that their price is going lower.
Yeah.
What he meant is I get paid. I'm guessing that we get treated like the lowest. We get paid the lowest, but everything else in life goes up,
yeah.
which is tangible.
This is life, my friend.
You know? We need to bring that type of humanity, have some kind of humanity towards people, Money comes, true. Money goes. Yeah. Everybody, we live in a culture where people are focused on religion.
Yeah.
And fear of heaven and hell, God's punishment, God's wrath, right and wrong. And the basic, even if you don't follow a religion, it's still something that you would, you should have, treating people with kindness.
Yeah.
So how do you expect to hold on into something?
But that is not a religious trait,
I know, but I'm saying that religion focuses on it a lot.
It does.
Especially on the fear of punishment.
Yeah.
Oh, fear your God. Don't do this. Fear God.
Yeah.
But that's why I also added, even if you don't believe, it should be a humanity.
Yeah, it's a
humanitarian trait.
Exactly.
But when people don't, value people and value stuff, how many of these things that you have today will help you on that other side, whether you believe there's another side or not?
Exactly.
Like religious people believe.
Yeah.
Like, I'm generalizing, so I don't want people going like, oh, what religion is he?
Right.
I'm generalizing because I'm speaking to everybody.
Yeah.
So I have to touch in every different type of belief system.
Yeah. But all religions preach the same principle. You got to treat your fellow man with dignity and respect.
Yeah, and
love.
Everybody's aware of it, but when it comes to treatment, they forget.
That's the problem.
They forget.
All right. Let's move to the next one now. Let's see. We're talking with...
It's always right. Man is always right. When he is rich. When he is rich. I don't do 50-50. I don't do 50-50. I attract what I fear. I attract what I fear. I fear Cartier. I fear Cartier. I feel Rolex. I fear Rolex. I fear Louis Vuitton. I fear Louis Vuitton. I fear millions of dollars. I fear millions of dollars. I fear a rich husband. I fear a rich husband. And it's always right.
Okay, that's pretty certain. Why don't you say, I love all these things? Why fear?
Because she said early on, we attract what we fear. Right?
Oh, okay, so I get it now. Yeah. Because people mostly, what you fear is what comes to you. So I want to attract what I'm fearing now.
But
yeah, it
blows my mind.
Crazy.
It goes back to women always know that somebody's going to come and rescue them, and this is what this is. Right?
Yeah.
We are now seeing women getting to a desperate stage where they have no shame. They can get and sit down in the middle of the street and literally advertise themselves saying, hey, I need a rich man to come in.
Yeah.
Take care of
Do
me.
you really think it's a desperate stage or an entitlement stage?
It is an entitlement, but both these two things can be true. They are so entitled.
Because they know they can get away with it.
Imagine a bunch of guys doing this shit.
It's not going to work out very well. You're probably not even going to get all that. I see money there.
Yeah, you're going to get arrested. They're going to be all the men grabbing that money.
Yeah.
Running.
Getting beaten up and people laughing and mocking at you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this is where we're at, where women are so entitled and demanding that they get the best men.
And they don't even want to be at their best. They want to have the worst type of attitudes, a lot of them.
It's not worth it. And I think that...
A lot of them are like that. I wouldn't say everybody, ladies, so don't come and attack me. No, I'm not saying all the women are like that.
I stopped saying not everybody anymore.
We'll get just generalized because it's too much. It is getting out of hand.
It is getting out of hand.
Yeah.
Because they've come for me so many times in the comments. Not every woman do that.
Yeah.
Not every woman.
So ladies, we hear you, but we're talking about in general.
In general. Yeah. But we get to this point now where women have to resort to getting in the middle of the street and saying, listen, we want these men, because these men have now woken up and realized this is a waste of time, because these women aren't worth investing in.
Yeah, but you will always get the low self-esteem man.
Of course.
Who is too lazy and has no game, as they would say, to approach a woman, and will go for that.
They'll go, we call them the simp.
And it's a good partnership for them. It works it works for everybody.
Yeah, until they get hurt. So
I guess that's life right there, right?
And then they end up on channels like this, learning, hey man, I screwed up. And then I'll say, welcome, brother. Let's do this.
Yeah, just last night I was on a phone call. I was actually chatting with a friend of mine, and she was explaining to me about her situation in her family.
Right.
and her father was cheating on her mother and all that.
Right,
She's probably going
right.
to hear this, and no, I'm not going to mention names, of
Right.
course. Even if I did, y'all don't know her.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I told him, like, women need to understand
Yeah.
that if you don't do what the other woman will do,
Yeah.
your man is going to go, whether she's older, taken, or whatever. A man is going to go to that other woman that will do what you wouldn't do for him. I mean, all this pride and, all these entitlements,
Yeah.
you just need to, chill on it a little bit. Like, at the end, you're going to lose. There's more women than men out there, so we're not lacking in options.
Yeah. And that brings us to this one right here. You want to read that?
Girlfriend, babe, I can't come. It's raining. Oh, there we go. You see what I mean?
Exactly. Side chick walking towards you. She going.
Yeah. Is there any conversation going on here, or is this a video?
That's
exactly.
it.
Exactly.
That describes it perfectly. She's telling you, the side chick telling you, listen, you're not pulling your weight at home. I'm there for him.
Yeah.
They're
She's walking
prepared.
under the rain. Oh,
Exactly.
babe, I can't come. It's raining. Oh, there she comes under the rain with no umbrella.
Yeah. So, ladies, you got to understand that this is the situation, and that's the consequences that you have created.
Yeah, I'm basically like, a lot of women think that, you gotta earn my attention, but with money. I'm like, come on. I'm like, first of all, you're not gonna get a masculine, confident man that's gonna put up with that nonsense. Yeah. So you're attracting the wrong type of men. So don't complain when you get them. You say you're confident, you're strong, and I need a man that's stronger than me. I'm like, but you're not gonna attract strong men like that. You don't need to be masculine to be strong. You can be strong in your own feminine way.
Exactly. And that brings us to this one here. This is happening in Atlanta.
Okay.
These women are just discovering this. The women have to find a man.
The girlies.
Here in Atlanta, the girlies are the ones who approach the men.
Wait.
The men, no.
Wait.
I'm telling you.
The girls are moving to the boys here.
Yes. And they won't say it. They don't want to come out and say it, but they do. The men here are they're just so spoiled. They are spoiled. All the girls are sharing the same man. All the girlies here, they're dating the same 3 Africans. Africans are a big thing here.
Really?
Yes.
Like Portia Williams, African
Oh
type
my God,
P.
they want that. And then if it's not the Africans, then yes, it has to be like the athletes. Everybody's a money guy now, a entrepreneur, an investor now. Everybody's that in Atlanta, which I don't get. But I don't know what y'all be investing in. But yeah, be careful. Here, I just feel like the dating scene really, really caters to the men. The men don't really court. It's really weird to watch. And then it's weird to see like the women, how they will beat each other's wigs off over these dudes.
Yeah, well, listen.
You brought it to yourself. You brought it to yourself.
Exactly. Every woman wants the top 10, 20% men.
Yeah.
Every woman. Yeah. So 80%.
She kind of sounds bitter, though.
Yeah, of course it sounds bitter because they're not getting in. They're not getting in the rotation.
Well, you got to change your attitude.
Exactly.
Very simple.
The problem is she's right. We are now reaching that point where, number one, more women are sharing the same men because they're all going up the ladder. No one wants to date the average guy. Mm-hmm. She never mentioned anything about the average dude who's working a blue-collar job and, bringing home $40,000-$50,000 a year.
Yeah.
If he's not up there, these women will stay single.
Yeah, which goes back to the point of, I think we've discussed it offline or previously, about men and multiple women.
Yeah, exactly.
And when this got introduced into the scene.
Exactly, yeah.
People, y'all need to remember one thing. This man being with one woman is a pretty new concept. Europeans introduced this to the world. Before Europeans ruled the world, every culture, including Europe, men had multiple women, and those men were powerful men or influential men in their community and society.
Exactly.
This is something y'all can't fight. Oh, he cheated. Men are immature and ignorant. No, this is how we're created and designed. Just like a man has accepted a woman being dramatic. Yeah. And we take that package that comes with you. I bet you the best woman in the world can't stop being dramatic. Yeah. But we love you so much, we'll accept that load. But you women are still in denial over a new concept that was introduced to the Europeans and social media and all that, and in the movies. He may choose to be with you, just know he's sacrificing a lot. He may never admit it to you, knowing the headache you're going to give him, to you. But when he's sitting with his boys, let his boys ask him, if you had a choice, Dean, to have 4 women at the same time and all of them are cool with each other, or just the one that you got, what would you pick? He may say no in front of you, but I bet you in his around his boys, he'll go like, yeah, I'm taking all 4. If they're cool with it,
of course.
and I got to deal with that, yeah, you know?
Of course.
So, you know, this is just how we're designed. You shouldn't even be mad. It's not up to us. It's just like it's not up to you. Yeah. Just like it's not up to you to be, you go through your phases and all that. You're designed that way. We're designed the same way. You know, people are going to say it's an excuse that you want to come. I'm like, hey, well, it's a valid excuse that has been an issue for y'all women forever.
Exactly.
And it's not going to end.
Yeah.
So you can accept it or be in denial. Up to you.
Precisely.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So let's do one more. This one here. Let's do.
Yeah, I know I'm going to get a lot of backlash for saying that.
No, it's a reality, man.
Yeah, you know.
26 on the February 22nd. So I'm 25 right now.
Are you single?
I am single.
Why do you think that is?
Because I want to be. I have a couple of boyfriends. I hope they're not watching. Maybe like 4 or 5. So I guess I'm single. I am single.
I mean, but what's it like dating 5 people at the same time?
It's just like juggling. You have to be talented.
Are you sleeping with all 5 of them?
Not all of them. Depends on the situation.
Why not all? What's the deciding factor?
Well, there's different guys for different situations. Some guys, I just want to go to... I forgot that I'm recording this.
Some guys, you just want to what?
There's different purposes for different tools.
One's a shovel, one's a knife, one's a fork.
Yeah, honestly, the one that I'm fucking, never gonna get in a relationship with him. He doesn't have a job, finances, none of that.
So why even open yourself up to a guy like that?
Great dick.
Okay, that was straight to the point.
This is the beautiful thing about it.
Yeah.
We get to see female nature displayed now. All you need to do is put a microphone in front of a woman.
Self-entitlement.
And
they know they can get away with it.
This is the thing. And this is why I'm talking to you about shame. There's no freaking shame there. You imagine that's your daughter. They're going, yeah, I get great dick from this guy. Yeah. But I would never marry him. Yeah. And I have 4 others that I...
Yeah, well, see, I'm going to say this. Like, you know, people... When you reach a certain age, you're free to do what you want. Whether you're most people are people's daughters. Anyway.
Yeah, but with freedom comes responsibility.
Yeah, and accountability.
Which is absolutely.
These people have this type of audacity and nerve to say such stuff out on the open. Yeah. Whether I kind of feel like that is scripted, to be honest.
No, that's not scripted. This guy does all of these street interviews. His whole channel is about meeting women on the street.
Because for me, I'm just looking at it.
I know his channel.
You just ruined your whole deal, your whole juggling deal by this video.
Many women have done worse.
I don't know. Well, okay, if it's real, it's real. I'm not.
I know
this
guy's channel. Okay, there's a number of guys that do this street interviews.
Yeah, well, then that just shows
what women say. It blows my freaking mind.
But you never thought that it could be scripted?
No, they're not scripted.
Really?
These are to get this many women to say dumb shit about themselves.
Pay them and say it.
No. So? Why would why would you as a normal thinking person take $100 to say I'm a hoe?
But because you already because maybe you approached whole type of women.
But but it still negates the point is that there are women out here who are prepared to shame themselves. It's clout. There we go. You said the word before me. It's all about clout. That's what she's getting. She's clout chasing. She's marketing herself.
Whether what she's saying is true or not, but she has put herself out there.
No, what has happened now is women these days are trying to be like men. Now, a man has to work hard to get 4 or 5 women, right?
Yeah.
She's basically advertising herself like a man. I am hot enough to get 4 or 5 men. That's all it is. They don't realize that the good men, don't want a hoe. But the men that she has and she's juggling, because she's saying, oh, hope they're not watching, they think that they're the only ones. Or the ones I bet you the guy that don't have any money but the good dick, he knows perfectly well that she got all the guys.
And doesn't care.
He don't care.
It's a good deal for him.
He don't care. And this is what a lot of women don't realize. This whole feminism, promiscuous activity, it's not favoring women. It's favoring men, because she's destroying her reputation and her ability to be able to attract a man in the future. And all the men, say 3 out of the 5 guys, are getting D from the same woman.
Yeah, but here's the thing. This is the problem, though. Like you will always find somebody that's going to marry her at some point in the future.
Of course.
Going back to accountability.
But what happens? She's not, after getting all of this, riding the carousel, as they put it. You know what a carousel is? Merry-go-round?
Yeah. I think I have an idea what you're saying.
You know, the horses.
Yeah.
After she's ridden that, in the excitement of riding that for 8, 9, 10, 15 years of her life, you think she can be happy with one guy?
Through experience.
Yeah.
From what I've seen. I mean, hey, I'm a very open person. I speak to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, yes, some of
I
them
have
actually
never
settle
seen.
down.
No, I have never
to
seen.
be honest,
it happen.
yeah. For me, I'm talking out of what I've seen, when a woman decides to settle down and fall in love and whatever,
right,
she can do it.
I've seen it work.
I've seen it, but maybe some certain things may come and haunt you. Because see. A lot of women forget that some things that you do as a young person will come back and haunt you as an adult.
They
might not haunt you, come back and bite you to say, immediately or in the same manner that you did it. But something is going to catch up.
The bottom line is that when a woman produces too much oxytocin from riding that exciting CC, and she cannot pair bond with a man in the future, she literally has destroyed her sex life in the future. And that's why a lot of married men don't get sex anymore, because the woman don't get turned on by the man. This is a major, major problem. Because she don't feel like doing it, and if she don't feel like doing it, the man ain't getting nothing. Exactly. Yeah, so that's where the biggest problem.
But I think also it's also coming to the men that men have become lazy to some extent. Once you get the woman, once you get the woman, you become lazy to the point where she doesn't find you exciting anymore.
But once the man, that is rare, because a man don't marry a woman that he don't want to ever have sex with again.
No, but it's not about you not wanting to have sex with her. I'm saying you as a man,
right?
You are not creative or exciting enough for her to find you attractive anymore.
But there lies the problem. We have what you call routine. It doesn't matter. I've been married 20 years. It doesn't matter what I do to my wife, short of tying her up to the ceiling. She knows exactly every one of my moves. I can't freaking do anything different besides doing something extreme, which she's going to go like, what the hell do you think you're doing?
No, but what I mean by exciting...
Yes, but
that's different.
That is sex. This isn't relationship.
No, but I'm not talking about sexual excitement.
Well, what do you think I'm talking about? This is what she's talking about. No, but
what I'm saying, she needs to find you attractive to even think of wanting to have sex with you. This is what I'm assuming.
Yeah,
So if you are doing something as a man, that keeps a woman attracted to you, you will get to the point of turning her on.
Single man.
It doesn't matter.
Single man.
It doesn't matter. Single man, married man.
I'm telling you.
I'm just telling you.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
but you have to understand that once you are in a long-term relationship, it's very difficult beyond just freaking focusing on that significally.
If you haven't discovered new areas of yourself. And this is what I'm trying to get at. What I mean is this. Like, we as human beings should be in constant growth.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right? Now, when you stop growing, that's when you develop, you become predictable and you stop having the new stuff that comes out. It could be one every year. You get what I mean? It could be one every year that pops up.
And I get it. Yeah. I get what you're saying, but
I'm not saying all the women are doing that for that reason. I'm just saying that could be one of the reasons.
Here's the cold, hard facts on the ground. Beyond focusing on a career, making sure that the wife is taking care of the house, the mortgage, the insurance, the taxes,
we have created
kids,
that
and
reality,
all of that shit, right?
You don't have time.
now I need to focus on making sure that my wife is sexually satisfied. That
and are still attracted to me.
Of course. Well,
Yeah.
it goes without saying, if the man isn't taking care of himself, making sure that his
Physically,
testosterone,
mentally,
his
spiritually,
testosterone levels. I'm talking about, okay, if he's doing all of that, then you have to add in, I need to know whether my wife wants to swing from the ceilings once or twice a week when we need to have sex. Usually, the woman is the one that gets bored the easiest and the fastest, and it's a constant
In
change.
what?
In sex, in the sex
okay.
life.
Okay, I'm not
Because
see,
the
this now. I can
majority-
sorry to cut you off, but
Yeah.
this is what I'm going to say is I haven't been married and been with someone for that long, so that I'm not going to say much into it because I haven't been in that kind of relationship.
Yeah.
But
I've had quite a few
Yeah.
long-term relationships, and this one is long.
no, I mean, yeah,
We I'm just telling you, and this is with them. I've been doing this for over 2 years, where men have just been calling in, and the majority of the problem is a lot of them don't have great sex lives, and it's not their fault, right? Meaning, whether you talk to the man or whether you talk to the woman, it's a tremendous amount of disconnect between how much sex the woman wants to give him. He wants to have sex, she doesn't want to. It's
but
rarely.
why do you think that is, though?
Because too many women have had promiscuous passes. Like this woman is telling you, she have 5 freaking offers, and this
So
is
you
her.
think-
This is only her one rotation.
Okay, so you believe.
So think about her. If she started having sex, let's just give her benefit of the doubt, 16, 17, or 18. She's now 24 years old, and she's had a rotation of different men. It's not the same 5 men that she's had. She's had to rotate 1 or 2 of them out. So if you multiply the amount of men and the amount of dicks that she's had and the amount of different men that she has doing different things to her, she's had a multitude of different experiences. And then all of a sudden she hits 30, she's going to say, all right, I'm going to get married. I'm sick of all of this now. I'm going to get married. You think that she's going to be satisfied with one guy?
I mean, again, out of experience?
You think you've seen it. You have not seen it. You think
No,
you've
but
seen
no,
it.
but you're assuming you don't know what I've seen.
I'm
Come on.
I'm looking at the probabilities of that happening. A woman will, especially when a woman gets married, she will now try to what you call virtue signal and make her feel that, okay, I am now reformed. It is literally impossible to reform the sexual part of you.
No, but you can't speak on behalf of, how
Yeah.
can you speak on behalf of all the women? First of all, you're not even a woman. You can't
I
represent,
am telling
speak on their
you
behalf.
because I have been the guy on the other side. When they get that itch,
But
I
we've
have
all
been
been,
the guy
guys
on the
have
other
been on
side.
the other side, like many times. You're not the only guy, but that's what I'm saying.
Boss,
we've seen different things.
I come from the
and heard different
Caribbean,
things.
a tropical island where women come to scratch this itch that they get.
Okay.
Understand? I've been the guy that scratches the itch. Many.
Yeah, but you haven't
Many?
seen all of them, though. This is what I'm saying.
Jesus. See, we're back to that whole.
yeah.
You remember what we said? We speaking in general terms.
Yep. See, that's what I'm saying.
talking in
Dubai
general?
isn't Dubai one of
No.
those countries that people come to scratch that itch?
No.
Come on.
No.
Now, I think you haven't been out in this
hold
country.
On. Dubai is the place.
Dubai people, please back me up if y'all in the
Okay.
comments.
Dubai-
Dubai has an infamous reputation of what you're saying.
Right. But here's the difference between Dubai and the Caribbean. People go to the Caribbean, wives go to the Caribbean to be massaged and to be on the tropical beach half naked and get that local guy to scratch that itch. In Dubai, rich men bring these girls. And
No,
most
some of them come on their own.
They're looking for that. Most of these girls.
No, some of them just came to look for a career and end up getting into that.
Okay, that's different. A career.
Yeah.
Women go there to get the itch
No, but I'm
done.
saying it's still the same. You still see the same things happening.
Guys,
in a different way.
My Caribbean brothers.
Yeah.
Tell me.
I don't disagree with you. I
Okay,
agree
I'm
with
just
you.
telling you.
All I'm saying
It's not
is
the same.
there is that kind of energy happening here too. That's what I'm saying.
Women come here thinking that they're going to find some rich Arab to take care of them for the rest of their life.
Most
Women over there, women that come to the Caribbean,
just
to get that itch scratch because they need that to be able to go home and live with the husband.
So
the
mostly
same guy.
over there. So basically over there, it's the older women, the married women that come, and here it's the younger women.
Yeah,
that
because
come.
there's 2 different types of itch that's being scratched. One is I looking for a rich man.
But why do you think that is, though? Again, why women would go to the Caribbean for that?
Because they've had such a promiscuous past. They need. I'm telling you, it's difficult for them to settle down.
Okay, but I still believe
with 1D.
Okay,
with 1D.
Yeah, I kind of believe like maybe the partner that you have may not be the one.
It doesn't matter what kind of partner.
You don't think so?
If you've had 50, 60 Ds before you got married, you think one is going to satisfy you? Just use logic. Let's just use logic.
Well,
getting sex is like
I know,
and the feeling you get from it is like cocaine. It's like a drug.
All I can say is I've seen certain situations with married women that used to have a specific type of lifestyle and
promiscuous.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You know, I'm trying to be I'm trying to censor my stuff.
I know, but I get it, but I have never seen women.
Yeah, let me put it like this.
Right.
As far as I know, I've seen that.
Gotcha.
Okay, as far as I know, I've seen it, and I see them having a happy marriage, and knowing their past, I'm like, okay, you know. So I guess it's possible. Who am I to judge?
It is
that's
possible.
what I'm going to say.
Probable?
Yeah.
Because the information that I'm getting is women either deny their men sex because the reality of it is so boring, it's just not worth it for her. Right? She don't even waste her time. So the man...
Do you really think that's all about sex? It's not about the wrong type of partners that chosen each other and now they're stuck emotionally with each other? It could be that.
1 second. Are you aware of the percentages of current modern marriages that are sexless in the West?
Yeah. It's going to be an estimation, but...
Various studies and surveys about the prevalence of sexless marriages in the West. Estimates generally suggest that around 10 to 20% of marriages in the U.S. and other Western countries are considered sexless. The term sexless is usually defined as a relationship where a couple engages in sexual activity less than 10 times a year.
So I was off 10%, but
10
those are the ones that are reporting it. But I can't see it being that low, and it's probably gotten worse as promiscuity has been more and more prevalent.
Yeah, I still feel like it's more of the
man.
type of partner. No, the type of partnership that you have, not just the man. It's just the type of partnership that you have that's not stimulating enough for both people.
But
because if he's not getting it from her, he must be going to get it somewhere else.
No, you're talking about, during sex, it is rarely the man that cuts it off.
Yeah.
Rare. Very, very rare.
Unless he has some other women that are keeping him busy. And he doesn't find you attractive, but your marriage works for other reasons and for other beneficial reasons.
Rare. I'm talking about which one cuts it off first. It is usually the wife.
Mostly the woman, yes. Right. We can agree to that.
So if that's all I'm talking about, because we're talking about the girl who has telling you she got 5 guys, okay? So
because most men will never turn down sex.
Thank you. Yeah. So point I'm trying to get across to you, if it's the woman that's cutting it out, stopping it, and the man that she married, she enjoyed sex with him, because no woman would marry a man she's not enjoying sex with unless he has a significant amount of resources and money, right? What happened? Why would she want to cut it off if she married this guy knowing that he's going to be the only partner that she has? Food for thought.
Yeah.
Gentlemen,
could be.
We're going to cut it here.
Oh, yeah. All this sex talk, I'm not married, I'm single, I'm a virgin, okay?
Right.
Yeah. Don't get any wrong information here. I'm still halal. Virgin.
Yeah, he's still a virgin.
Yes, I'm just assuming stuff here. So,
right,
given what I've heard and what I've spoken about,
All right, my friends, listen. This is another episode with the older man and Hassan. We're gonna have your channel name coming up soon. So, listen, I'd love for you guys to go over and support his channel. We're going to basically start. You got to start doing more content.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Like I've said, for me, I'm going to be covering a couple of more. Today, we actually covered stuff that are not really the regular stuff that we've talked about.
Exactly. It's going to always be diverse.
Yeah.
All right. So, my friends, let me know if you enjoyed this next round of content with Hassan and I. And, of course, make sure that you subscribe. Book a session with the older man by going over to askanolderman.com and, of course, join our membership system. All right, my brother?
All right.
All right.
Good talk, man.
Always, man, always.
See, there goes another reason for them not to believe I'm an Arab.
Well, because you did. You did? Really?
Yeah, see, I told you he's not. He's American. Cut it out, all right?
All right, my friend. So until the next time, remember, whenever in doubt, always ask an older man. See you in the next one.
Yeah, let's see you guys.
Cheers.